There is the story of a Thai general who, after the sacking of Ayutthaya and Thailand generally by the invading Burmese in 1767, escaped to reform a new army and to conquer the Burmese and their areas, retake control of Siam and reform a new government. In recognition of what Taksin accomplished for Thailand, the Thai Cabinet resolved to entitle him as King Taksin the Great. King Taksin the Great was first named Sin. He was born on Saturday, April 17, 1734. His father is a Thai Chinese immigrant named Hai Hong. His mother, Lady Nok Iang, was Thai. They got married during the reign of King Balomakot. When King Taksin was young, he was adopted by จ้าพระยาจักรี When he was 5, Sin was taught by a monk named Thongdi at Kosawa Temple. He completed the study of Khmer language and Thai language as well as the Tipitaka. When he was 13 years old, Sin served the service of King Balomakot as a royal pet, and he was assigned to work with เจ้าพระยาจักรี his son. Sin studied with a Chinese and Vietnamese and Indian teachers and was able to communicate fluently in all of the three languages. Once Sin was 21 years old, he was ordained as a Buddhist monk at Kosawa Temple. He was a monk for 3 years, and he was back to join the king's service. With his intelligence and his well-known knowledge, he was promoted, and his service was to work in the Ministry of Interior and the Ministry of Justice. In 1758, King Balomakot passed away, and he was succeeded by King Uthumpol. King Uthumpol was in the throne for about 3 months, and he was succeeded by his brother, สมเด็จพระบรมราชาธิเบศร King Ekathat assigned Sin to be a judge in the northern up country. He was first assigned to help the governor of Tak. After the governor of Tak passed away, Sin was promoted to be the next governor of Tak, which gained him his name พระยาตาก Was time he was only 31 years old. There were very few people who will reign very quickly. The kingman, the Burma kings, started spreading his power and invaded Thailand in 23 and 8 BC. Burmese army moved crossing to Ayutthaya. When beyond to the year of 23 and 9 BC, it was nearly raining season. The South Burmese army moved crossing to Ayutthaya. Mahanathala, the leader of army of Burmese, became sick and finally died. Nemiel Singhabadi formed Burmese militaries under his power and designated himself to be the big leader of army. Later, before losing the kingdom of Ayutthaya 3 months, พระยาตาก saw the coming danger and thus ordered cannon shoot. พระยาตาก was sued because his order of cannon shoot was not approved by the court.
พระยาตาก believed that his stay to protect Ayutthaya would not do any good, and he also believed that Ayutthaya would be captured by the Burmese. Therefore, on the Saturday evening on the 4th day of full moon in the second lunar month, พระยาตาก led a group of soldiers to flee from Ayutthaya and about 500 soldiers. พระยาตาก and his army marched along to Burmese, the eastern regions of Thailand to pursue local people in the join his army. They walked past Nakhon Nayok province and Prachinburi province. The Burmese troop was informed to rout area and has already prepared to stop พระยาตาก and his army. After พระยาตาก won the battle, he and his soldiers marched through บ้านหัวทองหลางสะพานทอง then บ้านปลาทองชลบุรี city and บ้านนาเกลือบางละมุง city. And then they marched along the coast until to reach Hingong sub-district and บ้านน้ำแก้ว in Rayong. Anyway, when the army reached Rayong, พระยาระยอง the ruler of Rayong, refused to obey, so พระยาตาก decided to attack and occupy in the city. Then he battled with a group of Khun Ram Meng Sang, at บ้านพระแสin Chantaburi, บ้านไร่ and บ้านกำเมือง and he once again wants the better. After that, he planned to capture Chantaburi. Since Chantaburi was a big city, the suit to be used a bit. By the way, as well as what happened in Rayong, the ruler of city refused to obey. In the order to get victory, Ayutthaya used a psychological tactic by telling his soldiers to throw away all of remaining food and utensils, and then he said, "We are going to attack Chantaburi tonight, and all the food that we have left just throw it away, and restore all of the utensils we have that. As we going to have breakfast together at Chantaburi, otherwise we would later be dead." At that night, he ordered his soldiers to sneak into the place as planned, and with sentry for the signal. At 3 o'clock, Ayutthaya rode the elephant named Pankiri, shooting as a signal from soldiers to attack to the city. Simultaneously, he destroyed to the city gate with elephant and seized the city successfully. In 2310, Ayutthaya was fighting the full blast of the Burmese. After being surrounded for 1 year and 2 months, Ayutthaya was defeated in the reign of King Taksin, the last king of Ayutthaya.
Ayutthaya led his force from Chantaburi to the Chao Phraya River themselves in the 12th lunar month of the same year. After he had taken Chantaburi, he attacked the Khosan Ton camp in Ayutthaya and was able to seize the camp in 2 days. His triumph over the Burmese at the Khosan Ton camp was symbolic of the liberation of the country. After capturing the camp, he tried to put the country back in. In 2307, he was crowned king. After the coronation, King Taksin proceeded at once to unify of the country. King Taksin was taken Siam back and established Chantaburi as the new capital of Siam. The palace was built next to the Temple of Dawn, together with the renovation of Burmese at the bend of Chao Phraya River, where any possible attack can be clearly observed. Besides, waging war to drive the Burmese out of the country, the king had to subdue the Thais, who set themselves up as heads of various factions. His military success resulted in the country being united once again. Although warfare took up most of King Taksin's time, he paid a great deal of attention to politics, administration, economy, and the welfare of the country. He promoted trade and fostered relations with foreign countries, including China, Britain, and the Netherlands. He had roads built and canals dug. Apart from restoring and renovating temples, the king attempted to revive literature and various branches of the art such as drama, painting, architecture, and handicraft. He also issued regulations of the collection and alignment of various texts to promote education and religious studies.
Towards the end of the reign, there were sober in Thonburi, which was they called เจ้าพระยาแสน สมเด็จเจ้าพระยากษัตริย์ศึก hurried back from the campaign in Cambodia, held an investigation, and let the official decide on appropriate punishment for King Taksin. King Taksin was put to death on April 6, 2325, at the age of 48. After a 15 years reign, after he was exiled, his remains was buried at Wat Bang Yi Ria Thai. King Taksin has accomplished so much for the Thai his short land. Without his leadership, the country would not have been rid of Burmese and become unified so soon. In recognition of what he has done for the country, the government has declared December the 28th a day of homage to the king. A great ceremony had been held annually at the memorial to King Taksin the Great in Wong Vien Nhai in Bangkok since 2497. On October the 27, 25, 24, the cabinet parted resolution in honoring him as King Taksin the Great. The determination of King Taksin the Great. I, your father, am called Prayatat. I swear to devote my heart and soul to liberate our beloved kingdom. The freedom of his honorable land will be faithfully dedicated to the Lord Buddha and be a symbol of worshipping our sublime Buddhism. The religions will be preserved as long as 500 years. Samanas, blanchmen, and nuns can practice their religious activity as they wish. Ministration such as samatha and vipassana is greatly administering in our nation, and I will encourage people to do so. And devotion I have made is to play homage in the Lord Buddha.